Welcome back to Let's Play DDO Permadeath. I'm continuing to look for quests to do on this guy to get me to level 6. Level 6 is where this build starts to recover some of its power. Right now this guy's well behind the normal power curve and struggling with this low level stuff like I would normally do. I'm not going the right way. I'm trying to go to the first quest of the main STK chain. And totally off track. I suppose I could do this one, but this one's harder. It has a big blade trap that I don't like running through when I can't disable it. Especially on a kind of a low hit point guy like this. So yes, looking around for quests to do to get me up to level 6, which is where this guy starts to get a bit more powerful. Starts to catch up with the normal power curve. Damn it. There we go, finally. So I can't do this one elite because there are traps you have to run through and I don't have enough hit points. But I think hard should be pretty easy. I normally do this one elite, so I should get through this on hard. Okay. Should be no real trouble. And it's decent XP. I certainly fancy this one on hard.
Commander Dale's simple directional marking on the wall points you to the pipe below.
Fancy this better than the Cerulean Hills quest right now.
Dale's markings issue a warning. Kobolds ahead.
So there are. Since I don't have resist energy yet, taking the resist potions is actually useful. And of course they stack with the ship buffs now, which they didn't used to. Well, getting kind of beaten up though. As usual on this guy, I guess. I'm having to get used to playing this guy again after the gap in playing. In fact, for the kobolds, let's try putting a suit of armor on. And if I'm remembering right, the SLA isn't affected by the arcane spell failure.
You see several kobolds appear from the shadows. It's an ambush.
I still get some good hits in, but it suddenly reduces the rate of incoming damage. Very laggy lay on hands there. So, where did those kobolds go that saw me? I guess they've also run back to the start of the quest. Okay. More kobold casters at the top of the ladder around here. I'm going to be interested next time I come through this low level content to see if it was just this character that's suffering with the kobold melee damage suddenly, or if other characters are having more trouble. Wow, they rapid fire those scorching rays now. Well, I guess I'll shrine here since I'm having a rough time.
This must be the blockade Dale mentioned. They seem very intent on keeping anything from the depths below from coming up into their tunnels.
And taking more damage perhaps from the casters with Scorching Ray than I was from the lightning bolts. Of course I have the +10 lightning resist cloak, which makes a big difference. "50 enemies killed. Still a fair way to go though. Smashing everything as usual to maximize my XP.
The Wayfinder's last set of markings becomes a bit cryptic. Avoid powering the Forge.
I forgot to mention that before coming in I spent another 2 action points on the next tier of extra critical damage for my lightning spells. I'm not sure if I'm going the right way here. Well, laggy there.
As the rune hums to life, you hear the grinding of several large gears.
Deliberately working these, working all of these for the kills, of course.
A chill passes through your body as you pick up the barely audible moaning of the unliving.
I almost never come through here with a high enough spot to actually see these guys coming. Nice. That's a healthy chunk of XP for not doing much. Nice. Just about got away from the lightning bolts. Melps is more annoying without the 10 acid resist that I'd normally have. Or that I used to have, rather. I'm used to having the plus 10 ship resists. But they've made the ship resist tiered now, so I've only got plus 5 at these levels. Which I actually think is a good thing for the game. It made it a bit silly that you could just ignore a lot of elemental damage at low levels. And it hasn't massively shifted the game balance at all, for sure. Alright, that's where I came down. I guess since I'm playing on hard, not elite, I've no reason at all not to do the necromancer. Oh, nice. Impressive trophy.
This necromancer must be the source of all the undead.
Alright, onwards. Digging out and lining these tunnels must have been a hell of an engineering operation. That's the third fairly narrow shaft we've fallen down a long way. And the patterns of these corridors are too orthogonal already to be natural caves that they've lined later. Still, this is far from being the most absurd thing underneath Stormreach. I always think it's one of the more amusing aspects of the game is the ever-escalating incredibleness of the things that you find underneath Stormreach. The most absurd being in one of the Canif quests, having its schemes of the enemy, where you discover there's this huge underground facility with the floating mage cannon thing in it. That I think is the most absurd thing underneath Stormreach. I was thinking traps for a moment, but that's in the next corridor. One at a time. I'm pretty good with this guy. is when there's more than one at a time, and I'm in all kinds of trouble. So perhaps the Cerulean Hills quest will suit me better. The groups of enemies are smaller there compared to the Kobold quests. Some of the fights are still quite numerous though. Oh wow, it is a door. Is this the one with a trap behind it? I have a feeling one of these has a trap behind it. I'll come back to it. I don't even need to open it, I get the bonus anyway, right? I didn't get the bonus yet. Damn. I got tempted by the collectible there. Turns out my memory was right, it is a trap. It's only paranoia if they're not out to get you. Alright, there's traps ahead, and this might be the last shrine, I'm not sure. No harm in shrining here, anyway. Also, I need full health for this corridor anyway, since it's trappy. Alright, this may hurt a bit. Ha, I just remembered I have the necklace that gives me fire resist 10 that I forgot to use. Alright, that went okay. That was the only spot where I couldn't really do elite. Well, that said, wasn't exactly finding it easy through some of the earlier bits. These bits will be easier because there's just fewer enemies. Few powerful enemies are what this guy's good at. It's the really numerous groups of kobolds that chip away. Once I've got some crowd control or some multi-target damage, things will get easier. Kind of expensive using Nyax on individual eggs, but I've got more spell points than I can use still. I should always certainly be making more use of charm. That's what I've been doing wrong this session. I forgot that I had charm. That would certainly have helped with some of the tougher fights. Okay, in fact I could have used charm there. Charm would have been pretty handy to have an ally on my side fighting this guy.
You hear the sound of heavy footsteps rushing toward you.
Quite easy to miss this chest over here. Although I guess the ladder potentially gives it away, but then you can fall off and you might think the ladder was just for getting back up again. It must be a bit of a pain getting back up from the water down there. I've never fallen in. Alright, quite decent XP. That should get me fairly close to level 6. Maybe half a level left to go. I have plus research elsewhere, so that's not particularly useful. Okay, I have a ransack. Time to finish it. 2/3 of a rank still to go. Alright, that's it for this session. Thanks for watching.